All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the Illinois Center for Broadcasting hotline right now, we have the lovely ring announcer for Lucha Underground, Miss Melissa Santos. Melissa,
hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Welcome.
I'm doing great. Oh, there's another voice there.
Yes, welcome into the show. First off, let me just say happy birthday, because I know you had a birthday over the weekend.
I did. It was great. Thank you.
You are welcome. So, yes, you are the ring announcer for Lucha Underground. Let me just say right off the bat, Lucha Underground is my favorite pro wrestling show on TV right now. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you.
No, Nick actually talks about every single week how much better Lucha Underground is as a show in all than any other professional wrestling around right now. So,
see, thank you. My wingman's backing me up here.
And I actually have to say, hi, I'm Ryan. I just started watching it recently. I saw the episode last week, and I totally see where Nick is coming from. The talent, the matches, the high flyers they are amazing.
They are. It's very different than any other wrestling on television too. So I think, I feel it's very refreshing. I love wrestling, so I think more wrestling on television is always a good thing. However, I feel that this promotion is just different. It's different. So I'm really happy to be part of it.
Absolutely. I agree with you. More wrestling, the better. Competition, I think is a good thing. I just wanted to ask you about you had a close call with Pentagon Jr. a couple weeks ago. He almost snapped your arm. And thank God for Sexy Star coming to your rescue there. It almost looked like, though, that Vampiro was about to step in there.
Yeah, you guys are in for some surprises. Can't really say too much, but
okay.
Yeah, he's he's on a rampage. I twisted my ankle.
Oh,
pretty bad. He's a little crazy right now, so no one really knows why. I mean, he has the master he keeps praying to and talking about. No one really knows what he's talking about or what's happening, but yeah, he's insane. I scratched up his face pretty bad. You can't tell under the mask. But
Good. I'm glad.
I did some damage.
Good. Also, a couple weeks ago, Davari and Tejano Jr., they got into it, and you you were pretty
I know.
shocked by Tejano Jr.'s arrival, to say the least. I know that
he was bulldozing through the temple. I was like, oh my gosh! And apparently, I said,
yes,
yeah, I don't know if I could say it here, but I said that, and I
yes.
didn't even realize until I was watching it. I'm like, oh my gosh, did that just happen? And, being that it's on El Rey Network, you could just, it's okay.
Yeah.
They left it. They didn't edit it out. Thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty good.
My Twitter was, blowing up, and people were like, did you really say that? And people just, I guess it was funny, to everyone that I said that, and it was surprising to me because I didn't even realize that. The mic is very, very strong.
Yes, it's very, very sensitive.
Sensitive,
yes. There you go. We're talking to Melissa Santos, ring announcer for Lucha Underground. You're listening to on the Illinois Center for Broadcasting hotline, beonair.com. Let me ask you this question. It's a question that I kind of ask everybody, but what inspired you to get into pro wrestling?
What inspired me? Well, to make it very, very short and sweet, I used to be in finance. I used to be an insurance agent. Actually, that was my job a while ago. But I grew up just really. I mean, with three brothers, they watched wrestling a lot. So it made me watch wrestling. Of course, being a girl, usually we're not the ones watching that stuff, So for me, it was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm able to bond with my brothers. So a long time ago, that was that. Once I was working in the real world and I grew up and I was in finance, I also had a background in acting and singing and all that. So I decided to quit all that and I moved to LA. I I got an agent. And my agent knows of everything that really goes on in Hollywood and in LA, anything that's happening. And I was told of a promotion called Wow Women of Wrestling. So she sent me over there. So I actually have a wrestling background. I trained as a wrestler.
Cool.
Yeah, so with me growing up watching wrestling and then taking my first bump and saying, wow, I really like this, that's how I ended up doing El Rey, working with El Rey and working on Lucha Underground. It was just one thing led to another, really. And I'm really happy I'm there. I feel really blessed to be part of it. I get to watch wrestlers that are just incredibly, just talented, really talented wrestlers. A lot of indie wrestlers that aren't normally seen as much get a chance to showcase what other people, people like wrestling fans, people like us who actually follow them, but now on a bigger stage, and just it's great.
Melissa, would you ever consider stepping into and actually wrestling in the Lucha Underground ring?
I never say never. I love wrestling. However, I do love ring announcing for now. And I think I will always like doing that. I found a new love for it. I have a hosting background, so although this is not very hosty, it's different. And there really isn't a ring announcer school, so I had to just kind of find my way and navigate through asking people how to, what just advice, and just working with asking people who really know about wrestling and what it's like. I was able to navigate around that, so I've learned to love it. So I want to keep enjoying it. I worked, and I want to keep getting better at it. But I do love wrestling. That doesn't mean I won't wrestle, but it's just not right now. I'm going to let my body have a break. It's really intense. I like my eye hurts, so I'm going to just kind of take a break for a while.
I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
If you had...
Have you ever taken a bump?
Say that again?
Have you ever taken a bump? Have you ever wrestled?
No, I have never.
Nothing?
I don't think any of us ever have.
It looks like a lot of fun, though. I'd like to.
It's fun. It's really fun, but it also hurts. So.
I bet. If you had another dream job you could do other than ring announcing, I know you said you did finance, what would that other dream job be?
Gosh, I want to do so many things. I want to be dream job. I would love. I have an acting background, so I would love to showcase my background in wrestling and jiu-jitsu. I've done Muay Thai. I have a fighter background. I would love to showcase that in an action film, something that gets a lot of hype. That would be ideal. I don't know if that would be a job, but I guess that would be a moment that I would like to have before. It's kind of my bucket list of things to do. That would be one of them.
Very cool.
Cool. So there's a lot of female ring announcers now in pro wrestling, but I think you really are a standout from the others because you go about things a little bit differently than the other female ring announcers in wrestling. I just wanted to point that out. But speaking of ring announcers, do you have a favorite all-time ring announcer in pro wrestling?
All-time ring announcer, I would have to say Lillian Garcia. I think she's great. She has something special about her. I don't want to I don't want to talk bad about any of the ring announcers that are doing it now, the younger generation of ring announcers. But there's something special about her, something really sweet, and people just love her. And it would have to be her.
Cool. Who is your favorite luchador on Lucha Underground?
Oh my gosh, I have so many. Of course, I love Sexy Star. She is badass. She
who doesn't like her though?
What is it?
Who doesn't like her though?
Oh, okay. I'm because she saved me. Yeah, she's incredible, and it's she's great. Her technique is amazing, and she's wonderful to watch.
Yes.
God, she's just great. So I love her. I don't have one, so I'm going to name all my favorites.
Okay.
I love Hernandez. I love Hernandez. He's great in the ring and out of the ring. He's an incredible person. Just overall, just a great, great guy. I love Johnny Mundo. He's a bit of a ham, but I love it. That's part of why I love him. He's great. He looks unreal when he's in the ring. He looks photoshopped. It's incredible. So he's eye candy too. So I'm sure I'm not the only lady that thinks he's incredible looking. So who else? I love Cage. I love saying his name. Like, I love 559 when he comes out. He's an incredible person too. He's a comic book nerd. I mean, I don't know if you guys know that. But
yes, his finisher. His finisher is called Weapon X. Yeah. I'm also a comic fan, so I got that reference right away.
So he's incredible, and there's a number of them that I love, but I really do. We have a really good, everyone's really family there. So I mean, it's hard to really say one that I love one wrestler over another, but those are my faves if I had to choose.
Awesome. I know you guys have a big match coming up tomorrow night on Lucha Underground, the Trios Championship ladder match. Is there anything you can tell us about that? Give us a little preview.
Oh my God, it's gonna blow your mind. That's insane. Probably one of the matches I've never seen. God, it just gets better. I wish I could tell you the future episodes because we've already shot them. But that is just the beginning of it getting even more bananas in there. It's just crazy. There's no rules. Insane things are going to happen. And you guys just have to wait and see. It just gets crazier and crazier. Just watch. That's all I can say is watch.
Okay.
Because if I say anything, then I'd give it away.
Okay.
I don't want to do that. I want it to be a surprise for you guys.
Is there anything you can tell us about this quest for the Aztec medallions?
As far as what it's about?
Yeah, what it's about, where they got the idea from.
I can't really tell you. I know what it's about, but I can't really tell you because it would spoil a lot. It would definitely spoil a future, we haven't talked about season 2, but it would definitely, it's gonna spill over into that. Okay. So we can't really talk about it, but I love that you guys if people are following it that way, because it's exactly how we want people to just, those are the questions we want people to ask, because it's going to make you guys want to watch more and more, and stay tuned to the show every week. So what I can tell you is it's incredibly meaningful. If you know anything about Aztec, Mexican folklore, it ties into the history of lucha and where it came from and stuff. So you guys just have to keep watching.
Okay.
Because it's really important. Even that, I don't know if you noticed the shot of the Aztec. There's a big medallion that I stand in the middle of every episode.
Right.
If you guys seen that, so it all kind of ties in. But you guys have to keep watching.
Okay.
Awesome.
I know Chris DeJoseph will kill me. I can't say anything.
Yeah. Last week's 7-man match was just chaos. I loved it. Every minute of it. That was great. And I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes with the medallions as well. And like you said, it's one of those things. Everyone likes to. Everyone has questions about what is the medallions all about. I mean, that's what I think is great about this show, because it makes people keep coming back, because there's this mystery, this intrigue that makes you want to tune in the next week to see what happens next. And I think that's
it's only 1 hour long.
Yes.
Too.
Yes, and I think that's what
it's
really.
Not 5 hours of wrestling.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. I agree. And that's what I think really stands out. That's why I truly think it's the best wrestling show on TV right now. Honestly, I'm not just saying that because I have you on the phone.
We can all vouch for that. Nick does maybe about a 20-minute segment or 20 or 30-minute segment on Lucha every single week, every single Monday, because he just talks about how fun it is to watch, and to your point, Melissa, about a 1 hour show. I think sometimes some wrestling shows, I'm not going to say any different companies, but some that go a little bit too long, it kind of drags on and on and on. How Lucha's kind of more fast paced. It gets to the point really quick, and it's exciting. It's nonstop action. So
last week I'm it's over already. That's it.
I'm like that too. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I've obviously witnessed every single episode. I'm the only person besides the writers and you know, like the rest of the people that help us actually get suited, like the actual people in the warehouse, like all behind the scenes production. I'm the only other person that's there every single time, and I am surprised when I watch it on TV. Like I want to watch it on TV. Like I watch it, but because I see what I see is the live aspect of it. Like I'm shooting live, and I have the audience there. I don't see the montages. I don't see any of that acting, any of the storyline. I know I read it in my script, but it's so different when you're watching it, and it's really incredible to see it and to think, wow, that was just shot in Cueto's office, and I'm always walking by it. I mean, we shoot everything in that temple. Mostly everything. So it's pretty cool. Like I'm such a fan. Like I watch it. I record every episode. I do it in English and Spanish. Okay. I do prefer watching it in English because it's kind of a different. I don't want to see a different show in Spanish. It's just I don't get to see Striker, and I love Striker.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about Matt Striker because I believe that Matt Striker and Vampiro are one of the best commentary teams right now.
Yeah.
Yes, in pro wrestling.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I think they're really, really good. I think they have a really good chemistry together, and I've been a fan of Vampiro since his days in WCW, so it was great to see him again on TV. But thank you so much for joining us. I mean, it's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes, happy belated birthday.
Have some fun now.
Yes, it's your 21st birthday, so now you can legally drink.
I know, finally, I get to drink.
Legally.
Right?
Drink legally.
The legal way.
You can follow Melissa, by the way, at Ms. MS, Mel Santos on Twitter. Once again, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. Hope we get to talk to you again in the future.
Definitely.
All right, thanks.
Okay, take care.
You too.
All right, Melissa Santos, Lucha Underground ring announcer. Wow.
That was great.
That was a really good interview. We got to find out a little bit more about her. I honestly, when the Lucha Underground first started, I didn't know too much about her, and now we know a little bit more about her.